Nusambula Bina. Namaste. And a very warm greetings to you all. Ladies and gentlemen, my wife Emily and I, together with our children, are indeed honored to be here today for this eagerly awaited 100th year anniversary celebration of the Meridian Store. From the outset, I would like to sincerely share with you, we're all here to celebrate this great occasion, momentous one, the one that is built on having faith in this particular location. In the world of real estate, there's always that saying, location, location, location. It speaks 1,000 words, and it describes the importance of location. But this location, ladies and gentlemen, this happened way back, hundreds of years, when the head of the family, Mr. Dayaram Fakir, decided to come all the way from Gujarat to set up his business here. When I say that, ladies and gentlemen, it wasn't an easy decision. Now, the way the business has blossomed, people will forget easily the trying time. The family, close connection of the family, that some of them are here to celebrate this great occasion. To be established in a foreign country, not an easy thing to do. And then you're surrounded by the people of Wairiki, and this particular section of the establishment of the business, this will belong to the Matangali Hill. And then on beside the creek, with the shop operated from, it also belonged to another clan of ours from Somosomo, known as Matangali. And then all of a sudden, things tend to gravitate towards Angara. Then again, one of the brothers established himself there, he's seated at the back. Subhash. I'm not being born and bred here. All I came to know was their first name. And then some part goes by the name of Philip. He then became very close to myself and him. Ladies and gentlemen, Taveuni has a few iconic features, which include tropical rainforest, waterfall. You sit here and you look up, there's Devil Peak at the top there, the coral reef out in the sea, the international date line, and I would count the Meridian Store in this list as well. That's Taveuni. Without the Meridian Store, you really haven't explored fully what Taveuni offers. We thank you for we thank the foresight, the great foresight of Mr. Dayaram Fakir, the founder of the historic Meridian Store. As I alluded to earlier on, he hails from Navsari in Gujarat, India. He established this store as depicted in the mural on the wall here, 1926. Well, that's 100 years ago. All I can say, the Meridian Store has remained constant. Like a barometer, testing the temperature of doing business in Taveuni. They established themselves at a time when most of the estates on the island were owned by business people. Most of them hail from abroad. They rely on the revenue earning businesses here from copra, boating. Sightseeing and tourism was indeed not very popular at the time. Well, when you look at the Meridian Store now, it's a reflection of the true Fijian business. It's a business not just about shelves and sales. For 100 years, the Meridian Store has become part of the community story. Meridian Store is linked to the church across the road. They get their water from there, and at times they go into dispute over the water supply with the parish priest. But again, this is a place where visitors found a warm smile, and where stories were shared over the counter, and children bought their first sweets here. I understand that the first shop was established at Wairiki, Taveuni, with a piece of land leased from the Naiqama that's on the other side of the creek. The first store was Dayaram Fakir tailors. They were also drapers and grocers. It has remained where it is today, trading as Meridian Store. Let's all give a big hand to this great faith in the business that has survived 100 years. Today, the name Fakir Proprietary Limited is still carried into the future. Same family and same bloodline. And again, I might like to add, on a lighter note, members that are part of my Matagali have also become part of the Dayaram family through intermarriage. The late member of the family that has just passed on sadly missed this occasion, was married to the Taylor family at Untukago. Oh, they used to have this piece of land on the left of this property. Back then, Wairiki well before Nangara's time, was the center of trade and shipping business. The Meridian Store basically provided the basic necessities, such as rice, dal, flour, kerosene, matches, soap and clothing, and you name it. They supplied the item, even with basic hardware items. It was a true general merchant store. I'd like to take this moment to thank the Dayaram family for remaining committed to excellence, yet evolving with time. Excellence in coming this far, and also evolving with time. Some have moved on, some have gone back to Gujarat, the bulk stayed here, in close proximity to this location. To the founding fathers, thank you for your vision. To every staff and family member that has kept the business alive, thank you for your hard work and service to the community. To every customer, thank you for your loyalty. It is trust, adaptability, service and community that will ensure the longevity of the Meridian and carry it across generations. To all that are present here today, may God bless you all, and may God continue to bless our Fiji. Before I finish off, I'd like to take this opportunity to make a public statement to beseech all this, because this is where I come. I'm part and parcel of this great family, and the family has brought us new directions in where we could identify ourselves. You may have noticed, ladies and gentlemen, that I hear discussions are ongoing now on the review of the Constitution. And one of the items that is certainly attracting a lot of attention is our identity. Dayaram Fakir and his family made it certain part of their identity is here in Wairiki. No matter where they go, mention of Wairiki, the mention of names that they grew up together when they were young, still reminds them of who they are. That is something that we are trying to grapple with now. And I would like to take this very important function for me to state quite categorically, clearly, where I stand as a member of the community of Somosoma and Wairiki. I stand in given the important decision and task to lead my tribe as Taveuni. And more importantly, to the office that I serve as president. For me, Fijian identity of us that have acquired citizenship through birthright, through official means, renamed as Fijian. For me, that is enough. That is a great identity for us all. But the strong suggestion that I would like to pose here is for us, the native Fijians of this country, I would like to strongly suggest, now that I'm making this statement in public on this very important occasion, the name Fijian doesn't identify properly with the autochthonous of who we are. I'd rather strongly suggest that we take the identity as KVT. Fijians remain, as I alluded to a while ago, to those that have come forward and made Fiji their home through citizenship, through the official means, through birthright. The rest, native Fijians, we go by this symbol that I'm suggesting. We've been known as KVT because even in Parliament, the official language is known as Kosova Kaviti. The way the architectural designs of our traditional borders, that is simply known as Kosova Kaviti. Fijian rugby team or soccer team, whatever team we send from our shores to compete abroad, we call them Timini Pidangeni Viti. So in all that, it's only proper that we identify ourselves as KVT instead of using the word Tauke, because Tauke literally means you're the owner. Dayaram Fakir is the owner of the business here. It's the Tauke in business. So to provide comfort in the eyes of all, I would like to propose at this function this important identity, that instead of Tauke, we use the term KVT. I think that defeats us all. Sorry to have included that as part of my speech in the celebration, but again, needs to bring a lot of comfort to the Tuilakawis. He hasn't uttered any word ever since this topic became floated around. They look to the cow for blessings and great decisions. And we look to each and every one of you for the great support you've shown over the years, over the last 100 years, from colonial times to democratic times and to times of changes and needs. Lest we forget all the hard work, I'd like to remind you, it is for everyone. More than enough space and land to go around where we could all fit in, provided we respect. I thank Pandit for his performance here together with Father, singing from the choir that performs. It's hard to see that in a gathering such as this. We've been to India, we've learned a lot. Come back from India, tons of lessons learned. How the great nation believed, how the great nation has seen it, both economically and in the development. one of the top economic powers of the world. It's got nuclear power. It's got some of the brightest people under the sun. Because their civilization, only a couple of years before Jesus died on the cross, after Jesus died. Their civilization is quite old. That is why when the economics of our life in this world change from supply and demand to consumable, India, like China, used its big population, 1.3 billion, to become its biggest asset. And to see how they performed right out here, it's mind-boggling. It's something to see and learn. They have sweated all their lives where they are today. And we thank them. Brought a lot of changes to our shore. And we thank them. We continue to pray that you sojourn with us the next 100 years, so we learn more from it. Then you can partake with whatever you want to do and share with us to help us progress. We now live in a small world where every development is important to human beings, whether they be part of India, China, or the European countries, it's all the same. We say this out of great respect. I've been to India and I've seen for myself how they've conquered the world in pharmaceuticals. They are the greatest provider of pharmaceuticals. Nuclear. But one thing, let me remind us, each and every one here, just like the observation that was done to the country on deep prayers, it sounded to me, that has never changed. You hold duly to your faith. When it's time for prayers in the morning, you observe it. When it's time for us not to eat this, not to eat that, you do that. That has shaped the way this country has moved on. That's hope. Light shown by the Dayaram Fakir family to keep on shining for the next 100 years. Let's pray. Now let's all give thanks to God for this great occasion to be here and celebrate this. My clan participating in the project or in this festival mode of ours simply to show affirmation, our support, Dayaram's family, existing and continuing here in the years ahead. Once again, big Lalabalavu to you, Philip, as is known to us. Again, he's got another name. And Alan, thank you so much for the support. Together with your brothers and sisters that are here, those that are not here, Lalabalavu, showing a lot of patience, a lot of firmness, continuing our business here without even moving elsewhere. Thank you so much, and a big Lalabalavu.